Hello and welcome to Real Estate in Focus. In our industry, the formal education does not introduce us to sales skill. Today I'm going to share with you that sales is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, a lot of our realtors are confused and concerned about this issue that they are not good in sales. But that's not the case. Let's take it one step at a time. First of all, first and foremost, you have to find out the real motive behind your client's decision on buying or selling. The real motive is very important because people make decisions based on feelings and then they rationalize that feeling with facts. Let me give you an example. Your friend buys a car, Mercedes. They are looking to get a status. That is the real motivation. But then they try to find real values with that by trying to say that if I buy Mercedes, it will last longer. So these are the facts that might be true, but the real desire to buy a car, Mercedes, is the status issue. That's the feeling. If your client says that I want to buy a home in a cul-de-sac, that means they're looking for security. That is the real motive that you have to find. A lot of agents assume that they know what their client is looking for. Unfortunately, most of the time, that's not the case. You have to go and look for their real reasons and motives. And by asking questions that are open-ended, not just yes and no answer. And you have to get in-depth information. One of the techniques that helped me, and I'm going to share, is that when they talk, you keep knocking, kind of that you're agreeing and listening and saying a sound called that means you're listening to them. Look at all the successful salespeople. They're good listeners, not good talkers. That is something that we all ignore. We keep on talking and don't listening to our clients. This is the foundation of any sales, that you understand the needs, the requirements, and the criteria, and the reasons, and the motives that your client is making a decision to buy or sell a property. Once you understand this, you have a very valuable information that will take you to the second step, which is to attach a benefit to your sales. You know what they're looking for. So each time that you're showing them the property, selling them a property, you have to attach a benefit that will assure them about the criteria, the need, the motive that they were after. And of course, this is not as smooth as this sounds. They will criticize you. They will object you. Let me tell you that objections and no's from your client, take it as steps towards taking you to them saying yes. And I'm going to share something very valuable, that objection handling is what I called is triple A method. You have to first of all agree with everything that you say. I'm not ready to buy a house. You agree and say, yes, buying a house is a big step in life. I understand where you're coming from. So number 1A is that you agree. And then you ask questions. The second A is that you ask more questions. You open up, you make them open up, you make them feel comfortable to share that why they're objecting. And then you try to find alternatives and answers for their objection. Don't ignore their objection. So before I let you go, let me summarize this. Sales is as easy as 1, 2, 3. You find their motives, you attach a benefit, and then you handle their objection, and then you can easily close. Hopefully, these steps will encourage you to get out to the field and start practicing with the license that is in your hand. Thank you.